Genesis chapter 27, verse 38. And Esau said unto his brother, unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt thou serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Barakah Kadash. All right. The reason why I read this was specifically for the fatness of the earth. Okay, and if you read in the NLT, it says in 39, it says, Finally his father Isaac said unto him, You will live away from the riches of the earth, and away from the dew of heaven above, which is not the proper breakdown. They want to live away from it. They will live in the riches of the earth and the dew of heaven of above. Okay, they will consume all these products, live in all these products. As Wisdom of Solomon says, that they're not going to let a flower pass them by, nor a lily. They're going to smell every flower. They're going to experience every part of life. Okay, they're willing to do anything, even if it endangers them. So this lesson is off the premise of, lithium batteries. Okay. And I was doing some research on it, and I found some articles here and there. There's one that came, it says, in pictures, South America's lithium fields reveal the dark side of our electric future. It says the production of lithium through evaporation ponds uses a lot of water, around 21 million liters per day. Approximately 2.2 million liters of water is needed to produce 1 ton of lithium. The extraction of lithium has caused water-related conflicts with different communities, such as the community of Tacanao in the north of Chile, the FOE report specifies. Okay. So lithium mining has become particularly controversial recently in Portugal, with the municipality of Pinhel now preparing to file an injunction to stop the exploration. Portuguese president have continuously rallied against the rare metals mining, citing huge environmental ramifications. But the government has given the green light to the extraction of the white gold in 6 different regions, because it's a light metal as well. 95% of the local population, this is what they're saying, 95% of the local population has rejected these plans. 95% of the population has rejected these plans. Look how they rebuttal, despite the mining companies' promises that the ore's explorations will create around 800 jobs for locals. So they're trying to promise you money to destroy you, okay? Because this lithium mining it poisons the water. We just read that, 2.2 trillions of liters of water a day, and you're poisoning that water a day, okay? And go ahead, son, get out of here, scram, skedaddle. It says the environmental impacts of lithium and cobalt mining. This is another article. Slack, I just want to get through the articles and then just, give my, breakdown on it through the spirit, and then we're going to, break out. This came in March 31st of 2023. It says the side effects include use of large quantities of water and related pollutions, okay? Potential increase in carbon dioxide emissions. You wonder why Bill Gates and all these rich people are complaining about cows and all that, because it's a scapegoat, because all this lithium mining. And just in case you didn't know, I'm quite sure people know that lithium mining is in direct relationship to electric cars, Teslas, and things such as that, and phones. Okay, which is the boom of society right now. Okay, especially modern countries like first world countries like America and other countries. Okay. A lot of Teslas rolling around, and they'll tell you, oh, the gas, and that's the CO2. But the lithium to create lithium batteries uses more carbon dioxide than actual regular cars burning the gas of the fossil fuel into the air. Because again, that lithium is poisoning the water, and it takes hella water to make it. And that water, you're not dumping that water into space. That water is going into the system, into our water systems. Okay, and once you get into the side effects of oral, human, come on, man, come on, stop it, of human consumption of lithium, you'll be astounded, man. Okay, but going back to it, it says these side effects includes large range of quantities of water and related pollution, potential increase in carbon dioxide emissions, production of large quantities of mineral waste, increased respiratory problems, alteration of the hydraulical cycle. Okay, it goes back to how Esau farms. Regular crops, they'll keep running that ground, that dirt into the ground when you're supposed to move. Okay, they're pumping like I think it's 8 billion. Not Russia, but Australia and China are pumping like 8 billion worth of lithium. Like as you heard in one section of the article, they call it white gold. Okay, but it says here, alterations of the hydraulical cycle. Let us consider, for example, electric cars. To give an idea of this effect, producing a battery weighing 1,100 pounds emits over 70% more carbon dioxide than producing a conventional car in Germany. But they're telling you about CO2 emissions from cow farts. They're telling you about stop chopping the trees. They're scapegoating people. Okay? They're telling you, look, man, it's your fault. It's the population's fault. But no, it's Esau's fault. And these people have always been resource demons, man. Going around the world, like what they did to Hawaii, what they did to Africa, and then what they did to Iran, or the Middle East with the poppy fields. They will turn around to get that resource. They will use propaganda and war and destruction to get the resources from these people, because they're not going to buy it outright unless you do a deal that's convenient to them. Okay, just like Hawaii, they can grow certain vegetation and fruit year round because of its climate, and so they pretty much I think they killed the king off or the queen, and and made deals and then cut them off and killed them when the dude came to California type stuff, and then exiled the queen. You know what I'm saying? And then you got we already know what they're doing over there to Ham over there in Africa, and what they did to all these other people for the resources of gold and the Federal Reserve. These people will create a propaganda and then destroy that nation just to consume their resources without having to pay anything. Because if they did it in slavery, they'll do it to, which is the ultimate resources, human beings. Of course, they'll do it to other things. Okay? It says, according to research by automotive consultancy, Barrow Strategist Advisors, furthermore, lithium mining requires a lot of water. To extract 1 ton of lithium requires about 500,000 liters of water and can result in the poisoning of reservoirs and related health problems. And as we read earlier, those health problems also includes respiratory problems. And I looked up this other site, lithium via the oral route by the Mayo Clinic. Okay, and this is just a like if you take hella lithium, like in pills, because all these things that are so-called, well, I'm gonna say so-called poisonous, is already in the earth, is already in us. Okay, it's just an irregular balance. Okay, I think it's like selenium. Selenium. I used to deal with a company that dealt with selenium, and it's in us, you know. But when they pull it out of the ground in concentrated form, it becomes very toxic. Okay, and I've dealt with it to where, you know, a scratch on my arm, a scratch, it wouldn't heal. It'll take months to heal. I'm talking about a scratch. Like if I scratch my arm and graze it across a piece of metal and it raises my skin, it would take months for it to heal. And I had to get the hell up out that job. Cobalt, that can cause respiratory problems if it's in concentrated form. But all that's already in us. But again, Esau is distorting the natural balance of the world. Okay? The same thing with the diet. That's why everybody's fat, because he's distorting the natural balance. There's nothing wrong with oil, but when you make canola oil, you're distorting the natural balance of using oil. All right, you're making it concentrated and I forget the term right now, but pretty much processed. Okay, and processed means you're burning it, cooling it, burning it, cooling it, burning it, cooling it, burning it, cooling it, and it makes it a super concentrate, okay, which distorts the balance. It's not like you know, like they do with orange juice. Instead of squeezing the orange juice, you concentrate and you condense it. Now the sugar content is too high in it, you know, and things like that. You know, you're taking. Reminds me of this story of this fat chick, and he said, "Man, the doctor told you gotta stop eating." And she said, "Well, what if I die?" I was like, "Well, you're not going to die. You ate 5 years ahead of your time." You know what I'm saying? And people are taking sugar, you know, 1 cup of orange juice, the way they make it, you're drinking 80 cups of orange juice because they're condensing it. Okay? They condensing it, and it makes it like you're doing too much. And they're doing the same thing to the earth. They're doing the same thing to our bodies. They're pumping elements and minerals into our bodies at a high concentrated rate, and our body reacts funny. Okay, so just to give some examples of side effects, and we're gonna close it out. Okay, of lithium, it says less common: confusion, poor memory, lack of awareness. Now, I'm not, because you know how Google will do. You ask up side effects, it give you. It make you feel like you're about to die off a cold, you know what I'm saying, a headache or something. But, you know, just to read it off, to put it on, you know, people's spirits to see. It says fainting, fast pounding or irregular heartbeat or pulse, frequent urination, increased thirst, slow heartbeat, stiffness of arms or legs, trouble breathing, especially during hard work or exercise, unusual tiredness or weakness, weight gain, and then you got that jump shot. It's like they're creating, it's a problem reaction solution, man. You know, because all these things are synonymous. Global warming is synonymous, but they're going to blame it on something else so they can provide a solution while they're doing something to increase the global warming right before your eyes with the phones and your cars. But nobody want to give that up, so you're willing to believe that it's cow farts. You're willing to pay more for steak so you can be on your phone Googling and social media traveling. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, you know, doing away with these products, which indeed is very helpful for information, but not for your health. Just like they said, hey, you know, the public, 90% of the public didn't want the lithium mining, but the government said, hey, we're going to do it because it's going to produce 800 jobs. So your health for money, okay, this shit sounds good, 800 jobs, oh. And you end up working your ass off, doing 12-hour shifts, bag breaking, and they treating you like shit up in there just so you can pay your rent. Okay? This is crazy. This is crazy. But says stiffness of arms and legs, slow heartbeat, trouble breathing. Salaki, I read that already. And it says the rare occasions, something that's rare, blue color or pain in the fingers and toes, coldness of the arms and legs, dizziness, eye pain, headache, noise in the ears, vision problems, incidents not known, blurred visions, burning feeling in the chest or stomach, chills, cloudy urine, cough, decreased urination, difficulty breathing, drooling, dry mouth. These are things that they said that they don't have, so I'm going to just skip over that. We ain't going to do all that. Symptoms of overdose, blurred vision, clumsiness or unsteadiness, convulsions, seizures, diarrhea, drowsiness, increase in the amount of urine, lack of coordination, loss of appetite, muscle weakness, nausea, ringing in the ear, slurred speech, trembling, vomiting. Okay? So, yeah, man, this shows you, man, Esau is a devil that the Bible speaks of, and he, through the fatness of the earth, he's willing to, for the sake of money and research and science, they're willing to destroy the whole earth. Okay, let's get this last precept real quick to sign it off. Okay, so we're gonna go into the book of Matthew 24 and 21. It says, I start at 20 just to get the meat off the bone. It says, but pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be. And this is relative to Jacob's trouble and also the plagues that the Lord is going to send upon Babylon in relation to Egypt. The Lord says he's going to send plagues similar to Egypt and unknown things as well. Okay, so the time we're headed for, Jacob's trouble, Nate, is a time that nobody has ever experienced. Okay, the whole world's going to experience Jacob's trouble, but only the elect is going to eat. Vocab, the servants are going to eat in that time. The servants are going to be protected in that time. Okay, that's what that means in Deuteronomy 28. Jack. But let's get back on subject. It says Matthew 24 and 21, for then shall be great tribulation, such as were not since the world since beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be. Now this is the point, except those days should be shortened. There should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Okay? Which why these days are getting shorter in our reality, and the devil's coming down knowing with great wrath, knowing have but a short time. So it's all a simultaneous thing that's going on. So they're trying to progress their science. They're trying to, get to the point that they can lock Jake up and get him where they want him, and they're coming up with these ideas and hurry up trying to get to their ultimate goal, because that lithium production is, through the spirit, I'm thinking about it right now, is in correlation to the MOTB as well, or related to it, because how else are you going to power it? You know what I'm saying? Like electric cars and things like that. I mean, they got different ways. I didn't go into deep research of the components of the micro C-HIP, but I'm quite sure lithium has a lot to do with it, but that's pretty much all I wanted to bring out. With that being said, I want to say, call Allah, Yabashim Yashai, Yabashim Yashai, Yabashim Kakadash Pakatam, Shalom.